You're too lucky.
Yo, people, what's going on? Welcome to 5 Things Deep. We did the damn thing. We won our game. We beat City. The first thing I need you to do right now, so support me right now. Hit like, hit subscribe, and we got to talk about it. It's late. I've been up, but I said I got to do this. I have to do this, blood. We have to talk. I'm still gassed. All I did here, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, total transparency. I just been up watching, like, content. I watched the hater reactions. I watched Man City fans reactions only. I think I've watched Ugarte. I've watched so much United content. It's really. I watched the Gary Neville podcast. Don't watch that, but I thought, why not? Like, I need to see. I watched ESPN's and I've got stuff to do tomorrow or today. I even watched ESPN's preview of the game and then the reaction. Oh my god! But listen, let's not waste time. Let's get into it. You know what we're talking about. First thing deep, we have to talk about it. Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim. Because that's what he is right now. We're seeing the first thing this morning was a great morning. When we got the news, or say afternoon, when we got the news that Rashford, Garnacho have been dropped, we said, huh? What do you mean? They're training at Carrington alone. That was massive. That sent shockwaves through the media, through the Man United fan base. Like, it was insane. And you're like, wait a minute, what's going on? What's happened? You're trying to work it out. And then he just comes in and says, yeah, not selected. They trained this morning. They're not injured. Just not playing. That was the kind of first thing, but it's like, he spoke about what he was looking for, his expectations. And if you've watched the interviews, I've watched every single Amorim interview there is. And he spoke about the first one, it was with Gary Neville. That should have given us a wake-up call. He said, listen, I'm going to fight for my players. All my players are going to know I'm going to fight for them, and I'll back them to the hill. However, I've been a player too. There's no deceiving me. And that was a big moment, because I've sat on the bench, I've sat in all these positions. I will know it. I will know what I'm looking for. And once again, it's very clear what he says. Look, he says the attitude to, the training, lifting players up, the way you're coming. I need to see that you're locked in. What he's looking for is players that mean it. And what he couldn't see from Rashi and Garnacho were players that was locked in. He said, that's not going to be good enough for me to go into war. I'm going without you. You lot's there, go training and you go home. This is the leadership we're looking for. Then they asked him, it's the way he communicates that at the end of the game, his message has been sent. That message is direct as you need a message to be. Amorim, that was phenomenal. That's the only way to break that down. Phenomenal message sent. You did your damn job, and to win the game in the end. Amorim, I believe in this manager. Like, it is early days, but to do that and then to even break it down and say there's a way back. He didn't close off the doors and say he's exiled. He's saying, this is my standard. People have lost their job. The manager talks about people losing their job. One of the greatest things is he said it wasn't disciplinary. But if you can look behind, you have to look in the subtext. The subtext is clear and blatant. He questioned how they prepared for the game. Didn't train enough. You didn't play good enough to get on the bench. He's smart. This is a disciplinary. I don't care what anyone says. I didn't see this from you. This is the reaction. Now, it's not heavy discipline in terms of you've been fined and this, that, and the other, but I need to see more. Amorim, that's absolutely wonderful coaching. Big up to you. Second thing deep, we have to talk about it. Harry Maguire. Spoke about this before, people. I spoke about, talking about extending this youth's contract. The shirt fits. Now, you have to hear me out when I say this, because it's probably similar to the line that, Simon Jordan was using when he spoke to Ten Hag. The suit was too big for him. And there was a time when the Man United shirt was way too heavy for Harry Maguire. And we remember that Harry Maguire. But that feels like that Maguire doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't. Maguire is confident. Maguire is a leader. Maguire is playing football that it's like, well, how do we not? This is the international. This is England Maguire. That's what Man United find to have themselves. And Amorim can see as well, because he said, listen, in the back three at the center, that's the best Maguire you're gonna see. That's it. Everyone can see what we're gaining. Everyone can see what we've become with this manager. You know, and I'm excited. That's the truth of the matter. I am totally excited that we've managed to, you know, get a grip with this player, and he's working for us. He's working for the badge. The Kyle Walker incident, when he runs over and you see Maguire and you're like, wait a minute, that is leadership. That is the reason why you talk about extending it, because it's very difficult. You can sign a player and he might not live up to the standard. Harry Maguire in the air, aerial, wins his duels, he stopped Haaland. He made Haaland null and void. He was in his pocket. Haaland was pocketed by Maguire. Loves a physical battle, good in the air, just really good distribution. I can't complain with his performance. Harry Maguire, second thing deep, absolutely. Third thing deep, Manuel Ugarte. Ugarte is ridiculous. I'm actually gonna go and find the stats, because Statman Dave told us what Ugarte did, but I don't think, let's really find the stats. Statman Dave, thank you very much. Statman Dave, tell me what Ugarte did today. We've already got the Harry. Everyone was brilliant. Here we go. Listen to these stats. 95% pass accuracy, 41 passes attempted, 39 passes completed, 7 duels won, 7 tackles attempted, 4 tackles won, 2 interceptions, 1 key pass, 1 shot. According to Bruno Fernandes, this guy unstoppable. Now you have to understand, Bruno is basically saying, I don't want to take the shine off Ahmad, but we need to talk about this guy. And that's what I'm seeing. I watched an 8-minute montage about Ugarte. 8 minutes. I was happy to watch it. Even the cheeky back heel that he does is a part of the goal, the final goal. This man nullified City's midfield. City's midfield could not play because Ugarte was around. He said, you're not playing comfortable. I've been talking about, people misread me when I spoke about, you know, him getting into the combined 11 when he was playing Arsenal. I didn't say he was better than Rice and all these other players. I said, this is a true 6. I know a lot of clubs are looking for 6s. We have one. He's in. And now you're seeing what everyone was early on their critiques to this player. And they're going to have to deal with that. People told me about his passing quality and this, that, and the other. Did we not see Ugarte playing Ahmad today? Have we not seen Ugarte find these defense splitting passes? It is mental. Ugarte, phenomenal. Wow. Yo, people, 4th thing deep. We're going to actually talk about the one and only Kobby. I was thinking about talking about Mazraoui, but I talk about him all the time and you lot know where he is. Kobby today, with the Mount injury, Kobby comes into the game and he struggled at first. And he was like, oh, Kobby, I hope this works, because I know you haven't been favoured. You haven't been the man, you know, like Bruno is way ahead of you. And I understand Bruno being ahead of Kobby because we know what Bruno does. You know, Bruno has been immense again for this manager, scores a big important goal. So I do need to mention Bruno actually. But Kobby got better and better as the game went on. Wasn't ready to start, but then found the tempo and started showing the little glimpses and signs to, there is a star there. There's an honest star, like complete star with Kobby, 100%. You know, there was little moments in the game when you're like, okay, you're getting with it. I'm starting to see some of the Kobby that we saw last season, the Kobby that got selected for the international team. One of the beautiful things about Kobby at the moment, though, is it's not the heavy reliance on a player that age. I like the fact that we're bringing him in, and he'll probably play a lot more games, but I'm seeing things to now say, you know what? Kobby will be ready, and Kobby just has to take his moment when it comes up. He's going to rotate the squad a lot, we're going to see a way more rotation. But the future seems bright, knowing that Kobby is there, almost the 8 understudy. We saw him really progressing, and when Man United get more of the ball, I think players like Kobby are going to become even more dangerous. Man United is still learning to play this new model of football, this new style of play. We're still trying to address that and get used to it. So there's a lot to shout about. There's a lot to be excited about, man. Kobby really impressed me today. 5th and final thing, deep. Ahmad. Oh my God! Ahmad, you wonderful player. You are just everything good about this team. When I first saw Ahmad on pre-season, Ten Hag, Thailand, played against Liverpool, barged off the ball, looked too small, I didn't think he was going to be it. I'll be real with you, like, didn't think he was going to be. I was like, he's too lightweight, he's too small. You know, we spent that money, and he came in with Facundo, yeah, and it was like, well, who's going to do something? Ahmad goes out on loan, and he's out and about, and, you know, the Sunderland fans, they fall in love with this player. Rangers fell in love. Sunderland definitely fell in love. And they almost say that rule of never fall in love with a loan player because he doesn't belong to you. Well, guess what? He's not with us on loan. That's a Man United boy. That's a Man United. You see him kissing the badge. This guy is proud to play for the club. He's proud to represent his club. He said he wants to stay here for life. We heard him on the last pre-season. Took a picture of him at pre-season because I just knew that he was the difference. But then started the season, it was like, oh, what's happened? Like, but then guess what? He's been played. It is shocking, you know, and this is a manager I backed. It's shocking that our manager could have him there and put Anthony ahead of him. No disrespect to Anthony, but you shouldn't be playing ahead of him. A lot of players shouldn't be playing ahead of him. This guy's always shown this energy and attitude, and Man United scoring goals, and he's a big part of it. He's talking about when to press, everything he's doing is amazing. This man has scored the dagger in a Liverpool game. He scored the dagger against Man City. This guy is all about late daggers. We're talking him young Ahmad, bro. Ahmad should be on drill tunes right now. Because I'm telling you, this guy's about the drillings. Hang tight VB and them people there. Because Ahmad's voice has to be deeper right now. When he starts speaking, it should just be one of them ones. Because it has got to that level right now. I can't believe it. Today, the celebrations, the scenes, and yes, the names are ridiculous, and the manager does the right thing. Let's keep his feet on the ground. But we believe in him. We believe in him. Let's not go too crazy. I know there's, you know, maybe, hopefully tongue in cheek, and people saying blessy and all these other things, but this kid is like, I'm so happy we have him. I can't believe he's in his final year of his contract. Let's agree that contract tomorrow. That's what we need to do. Agree it tomorrow. Anyway, people, these are my 5 things deep. Please don't forget to hit like. Don't forget to subscribe. We're on the road to 45,000. Well, I say 50,000. We'll get there someday. Anyway, thank you for watching. Look after yourself. Stay blessed. I'll see you later. Peace.
Drop a bomb, 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 bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too lucky that.
None can compare with the KG Don. Better take cover when he drops that.
Bomb,
Going on reckless, trust it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb. I said drop a bomb, Dad.